Conejotako here. I literally stopped working on my thesis to summarize this for you. And yes, I said summary because I can't do a full deep dive analysis with my thesis breathing down my neck. Hope you guys understand. Believe me, I'm short on time. So a huge shout out to all the new channel members. I'll be greeting you guys like this for as long as I'm working on my thesis, so I hope you understand. And since I don't want to fluff this out, let's jump straight into today's chapter. Chapter 1 is titled Simply and Plainly, Friends. It covers a detailed meeting between Felt and Amelia, where they talk about Priscilla's death. Then there's a really interesting section between Reinhard and Otto. I think it's the second time in the whole series they've interacted. They haven't even interacted in the side stories since the events of Season 3. But let's start with the first part. Let's start with the interaction between these two. Amelia is trying to be strong, keeping her composure because she's trying to tell Felt what happened to Priscilla. She's fighting to hold it together because she feels like if she breaks down, Subaru and the others will scold her or worry too much. She says something along the lines of, "Subaru expects me to handle things well too." It's interesting to see how Amelia feels that pressure to be a competent leader and live up to it. Felt, being as perceptive as she is, immediately realizes Amelia is faking it. She tells her it's written all over her face, in her furrowed brow, in her downcast eyes. Felt doesn't show outward sadness like Amelia, but she eventually admits that even she is affected. She realizes it when she finds herself choosing her words carefully. In the end, after hearing Amelia's story, Felt simply says that Priscilla got her way, even in her final moments. Then Felt points out something peculiar. She says it's weird how, despite being rivals, they are both supporting each other. Felt came to see Amelia as soon as she heard she was back, and Amelia went to find Felt to thank her for helping with Anna Rose and Meili. If you don't get that reference, it's related to a side story involving the girls that I can't cover here, but maybe I'll do a short on it later. Now, let's get to the emotional core of the chapter. It's said that all of this happened while Otto and Reinhard were watching the candidate. Right there, Amelia makes a radical decision and confesses her biggest recent regret, Priscilla. She adds that she really wanted to tell her she wanted to be friends, but she saved that conversation for later, and that later never came, and never will. This made Amelia understand that goodbyes are sudden, and someone can leave at any moment, just like what happened with Puck. So, Amelia gets physically close to Felt and asks her to be friends. Felt is left in shock. As Amelia keeps talking, she mentions she already made that promise with Anastasia, adding that she's sure she will keep that promise once the royal selection is over. Amelia believes Anna will keep her word, unlike Subaru. Then, when she thinks about the boy, she realizes she can't be his friend, nor does she want to be his friend, although she admits she doesn't know why she thinks that and just changes the subject. It seems Amelia is starting to understand that what she feels for Subaru isn't friendship. Back to Felt, she accepts, and even adds something else. She says she'll be her friend before Anastasia, just to make her jealous, and that they won't wait for the whole royal selection thing to end. And just like that, a genuine alliance is born. Although, Amelia thinks to herself that she'd like to have a similar talk with Aldebaran. Now, let's switch gears. In the middle of Amelia and Felt's conversation, Otto made a face at Reinhard and invented an excuse to talk to him alone. This is where the chapter starts dropping those lore crumbs that the average TikToker who doesn't read the novels loves. Reinhard tries to connect with Otto. He asks him to be his friend. But Otto, being the Minister of Internal Affairs that he is and knowing his political position, rejects him. He tells him that since they are in opposing factions, they can't be friends until the selection is over. Reinhard accepts the rejection with a smile, used to being alone, after offering to make him tea using his divine protection of the tea ceremony. As they walk to the kitchen, Otto brings up Heinkel Estrella. He tells him that his father disappeared after Priscilla's death. Otto reveals that Heinkel begged Amelia to let him join her camp, but was rejected. The merchant, being realistic and a bit pessimistic, makes it clear to Reinhard that his father is very resistant to external factors. He phrased it that way to avoid saying he might have taken his own life. Otto thinks Heinkel, having been rejected and having lost his mistress, might be considering that option. But Reinhard categorically denies this. And here comes a revelation that had already been hinted at throughout Arc 9. Heinkel wants Reinhard to stop being the Sword Saint. Reinhard then explains why he and his father are incompatible. Reinhard wants and must be the Sword Saint to win the selection. Heinkel wants Reinhard to lose his title, and to do that, he will probably try to sabotage him or join a faction that allows him to achieve that goal. Otto thought Heinkel might try to join Felt, but Reinhard assures him that his father would never help the faction led by the son he wants to dethrone. Something I couldn't mention before, but will take the chance to say now, is that at one point in the conversation, they talk about divine protections. In that moment, Reinhard has a peculiar way of speaking about how he received the divine protection of the Sword Saint. He says he obtained that blessing because he wished for it. Otto thought he was just speaking strangely, but no. Actually, a while back in a YouTube livestream, the author revealed that Reinhard wished to be the Sword Saint, and he wished for it exactly when his grandmother encountered Pandora. It seems Reinhard is aware of the timing of the wish he made as a child, which is why he expresses himself that way. Anyway, the author said this outside of official canon, but I think he is laying the groundwork to canonize this fact. To close out the video, we have to talk about the end of the chapter. While Reinhard was using his divine protection to make tea, it's mentioned that Otto received a report from a Zada bug. The insect revealed two things. The meeting at the castle had ended, and Glasses brought the report that Natsuki Subaru has taken Aldebaran into custody. In summary, Chapter 1 has been a roller coaster of intense emotions for those who enjoy the quiet moments between characters, though surely those who just want action won't enjoy it as much. Although, it's sad to remember that in the original loop from the previous arc, Otto must have felt much worse when he was informed that Aldebaran had sealed Subaru away. Fortunately, that is no longer canon, but moments like this make me wonder, what happened to the false princess during the events of Aldebaran's betrayal? And more importantly, what was the secret organization of the Six Tongues, the organization that protects the kingdom, doing when Aldebaran was shaking the world? Anyway, let's hope we get answers soon. Sorry for the lack of editing on this video, but guys, I'm working on my thesis. I don't think I need to explain why I had to present it this way. But remember, if you want to know more little-known facts about ReZero, I'll leave my latest compilation of side story lore on the screen right now.